Eve, and today I decided to do a tutorial on this really cool yellow eyeshadow. I've noticed that yellow eyeshadow is like the trend of the summer. I never would have thought that yellow would be a thing, and I never would have thought that I'd actually enjoy wearing yellow eyeshadow. I don't really like the color yellow itself. It doesn't really compliment me normally. However, when I wear it on my eyes, it looks pretty dang cool. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is dip into the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette, or the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be dipping into the shade Silk Cream to lay down our first transition color. So now that the transition shade is down, it's a really light transition shade, I'm going to grab some translucent powder. I'm just going to stamp this on an angle at the corners of my eyes. Make sure it's an upward angle going towards your brow. This way the eye looks lifted up rather than sagging down. So next we are grabbing the shade Pooter and we're mixing it with Hugie. So basically I'm just going to go back and forth into these two shades and blend it right into my crease a little bit lower than that transition shade. As you can see, these shades are super pigmented. Blend it a little bit on the outer corner as well. What I like about this eye look is that it has a lot of color and it looks like it's very precise, but it doesn't take much precision. Alright, and go ahead and grab Silk Cream and blend out the edges, because I just are looking a little harsh right now. And then grab a brush with no extra product. Just go over the edges again to better blend out Silk Cream. Alright, and we're going to be dipping into the shade Mocha. I'm going to put this on the outer corner, kind of covering the entire third. Sometimes when people do the outer corner, they focus it into like a V shape like that, but we just want the entire third to be covered. We're making sure that the color runs into that line that we set up with the powder. I also like to make sure that it goes at an angle on my lid. Some of that's going to be covered up later with the concealer and the yellow, but it helps with the blending process in my opinion. And now I'm going on with the same brush that I used for Silk Cream, just kind of going over the edges. And then using the brush with no product at all, going over the edges again. And then, you know, look back, make sure that it's even. Awesome, so now you can go ahead and wipe away that translucent powder. Now you want to grab a flat shader brush, sort of like this one, and you want to take some concealer and put it on the shader brush. And then we're going to start working it into the inner third and like the middle third. Kind of want to follow the natural shape of your eye as best as you can. When you think that you've got a pretty good shape going on, sometimes I like to look straight ahead just to make sure that the brown is still showing through when my eyes are open. And instead of going straight in with the yellow, I kind of like to set this down first. You can either grab a translucent powder or a shade that's similar to your skin tone. So I'm grabbing Buttery by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So if you own the Jaclyn Hill palette, you could go ahead and use the shade Creamsicle as your yellow shade. But today I'm going to be using the shade Phresh from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is a brighter yellow, because I want my yellow to really pack a punch. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the same shader brush. I kind of wiped it off so it's not really sticky with the concealer anymore. I'm going to just pack the color on. Yeah, we're definitely going to get some fallout. So if you think you're going to get a lot of fallout with whatever shade you choose, you could actually take some translucent powder and just kind of pack it on underneath your eyes. And I basically want to pack the shade on wherever I cleared a spot for the concealer. And build up the color until you get your desired yellow intensity. Alright, and then going back in with that mocha shade, you want to go ahead and blend the yellow into the brown. Then I'm grabbing Pooter because it's more of a yellowy brown tone. I'm going to use that to help blend in the yellow and the brown shades. you can go ahead and you can brush away that translucent powder that you put underneath your eyes. And then grabbing a liner brush and that mocha shade, I'm going to go ahead and line my lower lash line. And then taking a pencil brush, we're going to grab my Pooter and Pukey. And then today for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Moonstone by Becca. Just going to pack that right in the inner corner. Have it underneath my brow bone as well. Alright, and I do want to go ahead and use a winged liner for this. If you want to see a tutorial on how I do my winged liner, go ahead and click that link right up here in that little corner. But for now, I'll just speed through it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop on my fake lashes and I'll be right back. So I already have my eyelashes on, and then to finish off the look I have 3 different lip options for you. So I'm going to start with the lightest one first. This is Corset by NYX. It's their lip lingerie line. So this color is one of those grayish type nudes. It would really balance out the warm tones in the eyes because it's so cool. Also, since it's considered a neutral, it won't compete with the eyes. So if you want something that's not super bold, I would definitely go for a gray or like a cool toned pink. Alright, so the next 2 options are Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick options, and the first one that we have up is Echo. It's a deep, deep navy blue shade. Alright, so the reason why this color works out so well is because it's dark enough to where it's perceived as a neutral, but the blue, it doesn't bring out the yellow tone. You could grab a dark purple and that would work as well, but using the dark blue really brings out the orange and the warm browns. Alright, and the final lipstick is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Damned. It's a really dark kind of red crimson shade. It's like dried blood is how I want to describe it. Alright, so the reason why this lip color works is because the warm tones complement the warm tones, but it's dark enough to where it still looks kind of neutral. Even though it's pretty bold on both sides, the eyes are bold and the lips are bold. Since the eyes are a little bit of a lighter shade and the lips are definitely dark, it's kind of like we have the light on top and the dark on bottom. So they don't overpower each other, and instead they just complement each other, which is really nice. Alright, and that is it for this yellow eyeshadow tutorial. If you guys want to see more tutorials like this with different types of colors and such, please let me know down below. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. Alright guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye guys.